first I want to welcome everyone for, taking a couple minutes out to kind of, tune in and see what it is that we're excited about for those that's, hearing and listening for the first time. But I see a lot of people on here. Some of you guys know me, some of you guys don't. So just a little bit about myself and kind of what brought me to the point of even presenting this. So I had success in a lot of different things, but a real good friend of mine gave me a phone call for a while. And I was busy doing some other stuff, so I didn't take a look at it, and finally called me up and really was adamant to take a look because they were winning with a project that he was working on. And all it was investing. He had created an investment group and they were investing in a lot of different phases of investments. And so I got on board, and you guys know last year was challenging for everyone. And so although we were going through all of those different challenges that we had, canceling trips and, all the different things that we were going through, working from home and everything else, it was the best year financially for us. I mean, we made a ton of money last year, and it was because of this investment group. So I say that to say, what you guys are going to see here today is new. We rolled out kind of like a soft launch about last week. So much, happened, so many things flooded into the system. In the first few days, they had to shut it down to kind of upgrade to make sure we're able to handle the within it. So with that, what happened was, when we launched, we had a lot of success, but prior to even launching last week, we knew that this is going to be 3 times bigger than anything that we had already had a tremendous amount of success from in the investment group. So I want to share with you guys real quick. And I want to tell you guys this. I'm going to share this information. It's a lot of information. This can be lengthy, but as you guys heard me say, I'm not going to hold y'all long tonight, but I'm going to be talking fast. I'm going to go through this kind of fast. Get a piece of paper, something to write with, and jot down anything that's confusing, anything that you didn't understand, I went through too quick, jot it down. And everyone, do not hold back any questions. No question is a bad question. So at the end, I'll open it up where you guys can unmute and shoot me any questions that you have as I go through this. So there's 2 portions to this presentation. One portion is, and that's where I'm going to spend the majority of the time, because I want you guys to realize that this is an opportunity to take your money and have your money working for you, which a lot of us, I know I wasn't taught this, definitely as a young man growing up, where I can literally invest and have money, kind of going to work for me. So I want to really hammer home, that's what we have an opportunity, and you guys will see in a presentation why. And then the second portion, and I know it's not for everyone, but there's life-changing money because of the format that they're using to allow us to invest on a tailwind. So with that being said, the name of the company, as you guys can see is Daisy. Together, we create history. Let me make sure this is going to work. Okay. So here's right off the bat, a legal disclaimer. Purchasing the Daisy crowdfund packages is a contribution to the equity crowdfund for Daisy AI development, not a trading investment. Endotech is giving both shares of stock in the company and profit sharing from trading results to each contributor as crowdfunding rewards. So all this is saying, and you'll see it throughout the presentation, is this is trading. And as you guys may know or may have heard, trading is a risk. You can win, you can lose in trading. So there's no guarantees, but I want to show you guys why we're excited for the opportunity. So the name of the company is Daisy, and it stands for Decentralized AI System. And if you don't know what AI is, like artificial intelligence, of course, is computer, generated intelligence, but they've now been able to utilize these systems to, instead of us trying to figure things out, they have all these algorithms where computers, some of you guys play chess, that playing a chess computer AI can be difficult. Well, they can think much faster, much more complex than we can. So they're using these systems inside of trading, and they're getting better results than we can get, looking at it with our natural eye. So I'm gonna show you guys how we get a chance to access this system. So what is Daisy? I can't see this, and I don't know how to get it to go away. But at any rate, it's an equity crowdfunding model for financial technology. A decentralized smart contract is not a company, a model where everyone can win with profits, equity, and income. Currently crowdfunding Endotech for the Daisy AI project. Contributors receive exclusive stock, equity, and profit rewards. What is Daisy AI? It's a decentralized AI system being developed by Endotech. Daisy AI is the next generation of AI trading. Daisy AI will significantly multiply the current AI performance. Daisy AI is the first project capitalized by the Daisy Crowdfund. Daisy AI receives 10 million for development from referral plan. Target for live Daisy AI trading account is 500 million within the Daisy Fund. And Daisy AI is Endotech's path to becoming a publicly traded company. So who is Endotech? Well, it's the first technology partner for the Daisy Crowdfund, a global fintech company specializing in AI trading systems. Roadmap to complete Daisy AI and be publicly traded in 2022. Currently providing AI trading systems for top financial institutions. Proven track record of high performance results, founded by Dr. Anna Becker, operated by top AI scientists. So a little bit about Dr. Anna Becker. Her deep learning algorithms manage over $1 billion of investments that are assets under her management and have been deployed in managing institutional monies for more than a decade. Her teams of AI scientists have more than 20 proprietary AI systems in operation and serve as the AI investing backbone of trading at more than 150 investment firms across the United States, Europe, and Asia. So her publications have been distributed in the leading AI financial circles across Europe and America, and her machine learning systems have been integrated into some of the world's largest and most successful banks and funds worldwide, including Dragon Holdings to MF Global. So needless to say, guys, that she's had a tremendous amount of success in artificial intelligence, and we get a chance to partner up with her, and you guys will see why that's so special in another couple of slides. This is just talking about a dispute resolution committee that's really an entity that oversees AI systems being used in the financial realm. And she's a part of that board. So needless to say, she's respected in the field to the point where she's overlooking, making sure everything is, in code and up to par when people are using AI within their financial systems. Now, here's where the rubber meets the road. And this is where I want to slow down that to kind of show you guys exactly why we're excited and what every one of us get a chance to benefit from, where before we couldn't. So as you can see, this is Endotech, the company. And this is one of the trading systems, the artificial trading systems that they have in place. They call it the Alpha strategy. And as you can see, this is prior to this venture with Daisy, you had to have a minimum capital, you guys can see here, of $1 million. So you had to have capital of $1 million to even talk to Endotech, and there was an entry fee yearly of $125,000 to be able to put your money and have access to these systems to get this type of return. So as you can see here, the start date was January 2018. It shows you some of the different results that they were getting. Average annual result in this system was 800% for the annual return. It tells you everything. So everything is it's transparent. It tells you risk reward, tells you the worst daily loss, tells you winning and losing months. So it's trading. You don't win all the time. So 21 wins, 13 losses in this time frame here. But here's what I want to show you guys, and I want to show you what we have access to. So remember before, we needed $1 million to get access. Now we get access for a nominal fee. You guys will see in a minute. But in this back office, so this is someone who put in, as you can see, $10,000, okay, into this system P&L calculator. They put $10,000 in, and this is Europe date. So this is the month, the day, and the year. So it's September the 1st, 2020. They put in $10,000. The end date was November the 9th, 2020. Okay, so let's say 2.5 months. They put $10,000 in. They let it compound over that 2.5 months. This is the rate of return that they got, 297%. So that 10,000 made them 29,000. Okay, and their total now in the account was 39,000. Well, this is still ongoing. They didn't take this out, so this amount continues to compound. But this was a snapshot at this date of the return that they got. Now look at this. They got 300%, let's round it off, 300% in 2.5 months. Well, they were projecting with what they were getting so far, an annual return of 1,500%. What you guys think about that? And I'm gonna show you right here with what that means for us. Hopefully I can do this without making a bit of a mess. So here's what, hopefully you guys can see this whole calendar, because I got something here that I can't get to go away, but one day I'll learn how to do it. But at any rate, and I want to show you a few numbers. So one is $700. So if you take $700 and put into this trading system where we now get access to, and we get that same 300%, right, rate of return that I just showed you guys. So let's say 3 months. 3 months, we leave it in this compounding. We get 300% rate of return on $700. That $700 is going to make you $2,100. Okay, so easy math. And if you divide that by 12 weeks in that 3 months, it's making you $175 a week. Okay, so I want to up it a little bit, and I want to show you what $1,500 looks like. So $1,500, same thing, times that 300% that they've been getting. Now I want to tell you guys, here's what in November, because now that January's come, in November, they got 361% rate of return for their institutional clients in November. 361%. In December, they got 500% rate of return. So again, I'm showing you guys 300%, okay, of $1,500 that you put into the system. That's $4,500 that your money will make you in 3 months, okay? Divide that by 12, which is 12 weeks, making about $375 a week. Now, here's the beauty of this. Remember, I said, if you let it compound annually, it was saying estimated about 1,500%, right? Let's just take that same $1,500 and let's multiply it by 1,000%. Let's not say 1,500, let's say 1,000. Okay, that $1,500 is going to make you $15,000 in the course of a year as it compounds. What compounding is as it's making profits daily, weekly, monthly, you're just rolling those profits over and they're being traded with the other money that you had in. So your $1,500 at 300%, I mean at 1,000% for the year is $15,000. Now you divide that by 12 months. Your $1,500 is making you $1,250 a month. Guys, you know, that's a substantial amount of income that your money, it's no longer you have to, you know, go take a part-time job. This is what we knew. This is what I knew. Let's put it that way. No longer do you have to take a part-time job. You have to figure out how many more hours you have to work to be able to make more money. There's systems out here where you can take your money, and while you're on vacation, while you're working your regular, 9 to 5, your money is also working, so that's substantial. So I want to show you guys this, and you'll see why I'm showing 700, 1,500. I got to show you guys 6,300. This is what I invested. So I want to show you guys why we're excited. That same math with 6,300 at 300% in 3 months. My $6,300 is going to make me $18,000. Say $19,000. Okay. That same 6,300, if and when, because this is what I'm going to do, I let it compound for the year. I'm going to lowball it. I'm going to say 1,000%. It's trading. We don't know what it's going to actually return, but let's just say 1,000. My 6,300 is going to generate $63,000 for me. This is what we get access to. Just put your money in this system. sit back and watch it work. You'll see everything be transparent. You'll be able to see the daily losses and wins. You'll be able to see all of that within this system. But that's 63,000 divided by 12 months. Guys, that's a full-time income that I put some, few $1,000s up front, but look at the return that my money is making me every single month. So I wanted to just show you guys that. Okay, hopefully I can get back to the presentation. That is the meat of what we have access to and why we're excited. So now I mentioned it's going to be transparent. This is what the app looks like. When you get in, you'll be able to see all of this. Everything is going to be there. So as you can see here, you have something called Crowd. You guys will see what that means later. We're getting access to Indotech through a crowdfunding model. What that is they wanted to make it accessible to us, the little guys, the retailer. Instead of these big institutions, how can we make it accessible to the average everyday person? Through a crowdfund, where a lot of us, we're all on this call, a lot of us can come together, put out a few $100s in, put $1,000 in, and create a huge amount of funding from a lot of people. And this is worldwide, guys. So crowdfund, you'll be able to see that. You'll understand that in a minute. But this is what I just went over. The fund, this is where you'll be able to see exactly what you have invested. If you can see here, your total funded, you can see your balance. So you can see it as it grows. You can see the percentage of profit. All of that is going to be accessible. You can see the daily wins and losses as they go. It's going to be, very transparent, and you'll be able to see everything that's happening. So here's a little bit about the roadmap, and I'll show you guys why this is important for us that's on here now, and really the huge opportunity that we have in front of us. In 2012, the registration of Indotech. So they became a company. In 2017, they developed the AI. In 2018, they started using it commercially for those institutions. And I showed you in one slide when they started. So November of 2020, the valuation of the company was 100 million. And in December of 2020, we were scheduled to launch Daisy. Now, we didn't actually launch it until this year, like I said, about a week ago. But here's what's important. The launch of Daisy is here, okay? And then look at this as we go, all of this time, as we go here down the road, this is what the growth is going to happen. Crowdfunding of $10 million into Daisy, okay? So from start to 10 million, phase one development of the AI is done, 500 million of assets under management in the Daisy Fund. God, that's a lot of growth. And you guys will see what that's going to mean for anyone that's in, which all of us looking at this right now will be pioneers, of the company and get a chance to reap the benefits of this growth right here. So, moving down further, 2022, complete the project, and the company's going to go public. You'll see why that's important. They're giving us stock. Anyone that gets involved, you're going to get stocks of the company. And if you know anything about a public offering, when a company goes public, if you held stocks prior to it going public, anyone that has stocks prior to it, when it shoots up from the IPO, a lot of money is going to be made. That's going to be all of us that's involved. You guys will see that as well. And then they're going to add Forex trading to it, as well as regular stock to it as well. So here's what it means for you, for me, for us. We get a chance to, like I said, instead of $1 million in capital, where most of us, probably all of us on the call, couldn't really play in that arena. Now, through this crowdfunding model, we all get access to it. They have up to 10 crowdfunding tiers. You guys see that. And to start, I said a nominal fee. You can get involved with $100. So it's not a lot of money to get involved. There's no extra money. It's just your investment. Every contributor gets their equal share of 5% Indo stock. And I mentioned that, and I'll show you a little bit later what that means. 50 to 70% of the contribution is used in trading for development. 70% of trading profits are rewarded back to the contributor. That's us. 15% of the trading profit goes into the residual referral plan. I'll show you guys that. Contributors can withdraw trading rewards at any time. This is important. I've heard about a lot of different stuff that's out there. And, a lot of people say, yeah, but I can't get my money out when I want it. You can withdraw your rewards at any time here. And I'll kind of touch on that in a little bit more as well. All members are able to participate in the Daisy referral plan, and a referral plan pays up to 46% of each crowdfunding package. So here's the table of what you can fund and how this works. So there's 10 tiers. The first tier is $100. It goes all the way down to tier 10 is $51,000. So here's how the tiers work. You can't skip a tier. So you can't say, hey, I want to come in at entry level 5. You have to go tier to tier. So you get tier 1, you want to go to the next tier, you get tier 2, then your total funding will be 300. If you add tier 3, it'll be 700, and so on and so forth as it goes down. And I mentioned to you guys, this is where I came in at. So as you can see, I got the first 6 tiers, which added up to $6,300. That's why I showed that in the calculator. That's why I showed 1,500 in the calculator. And that's why I showed the 700 in the calculator, because these are actual levels if you fund where you can be at within it. But we know people that came in at 100K. So you can get in anywhere where you fit in as far as what you want to fund and have working inside of this system. Your trade account, as you can see here, first 7 tiers, 50-50. So 50% goes into the fund. The other 50% goes into the Daisy crowd, which you'll see in a second. And if you get tiers 8 through 10, then 70% goes in the fund, 30% goes into the crowd. Here's the shares of equity that I mentioned. So as you can see here, you get 1 share for $100. You get 3 shares for $300. So every $100 you fund, you get a share of stock. That's going to be a lot of money, guys, if you understand holding it, then public offering, and then the 5% of profit that you get for each share that you own. And they're giving it. We don't have to buy those initial shares. So here's how this is going to work. Tron Wallet is, so their funding in and the way we're paid is through Tron, which is a cryptocurrency. All the trading that they do currently is cryptocurrency. So some of you guys, all of you guys probably heard of Bitcoin, but there's tons of different cryptocurrencies. They trade them, and Tron is the one how we fund our accounts and they pay us back in rewards and profits. So this is how it goes. From your Tron wallet, you'll contribute to Daisy, whatever that is, either $1 all the way down to $100,000, $100 all the way down to $100,000. Here's that 50 to 70% going into live trading, which goes to Endotech that does the trading through their AI system. And then 85% of the rewards is paid right back to you directly to your Tron wallet. And same thing, the other percentage goes into the Daisy crowd fund. It funds this, which I'm about to show you guys, and 46% is paid back to you inside of your Tron wallet. So what is Tron and why Tron? I didn't know much about Tron. I knew about Bitcoin. I had and made money in Bitcoin, but Tron was something I had to learn about. Why did they choose it? Well, it allows automated interaction between members in Daisy. It removes the need for company to be in control, which is big. Allows all promises to be executed instantly with 100% transparency. And they do that through the smart contract that's on the blockchain. So it can't be altered. It can't be, because someone's mad at you, they want to change something, it's locked in. So it's going to be paid out, 100% of the time. The Tron blockchain is among the fastest and most scalable. So this is one of the reasons why they chose Tron. Low gas fees allow for high performing smart contracts at a low cost. So every cryptocurrency has fees associated when it has to be moved on the blockchain, whether it's paid or whether you're paying someone. They chose Tron because those fees are lower. Tron is a top emerging decentralized app platform with a big future they think is going to grow, and the Tron tokens are expected to rise in value. So some of the reason why they chose to do it with Tron. So that first portion, guys, is what I wanted to talk to really everyone, no matter, if you're extremely busy, we all have money. A lot of us have money sitting in banks right now and making next to nothing. Some people even pay to have their money sit in the bank. So here is an opportunity for you to say, hey, let me take some of that money. Let me take $300. Let me take $700. Let me take $6,300 and put inside of this system that we now get access to without having $1 million worth of capital. And let me watch how it works inside of this system. That's the cake that's being baked. We all got access to that. No matter how busy you are, you can put money in there and watch it grow. you know, watch it do what it does. Here's life-changing opportunity. And I talked about a crowdfunding model. Now, this is a referral plan. You don't have to refer anybody, but if you're willing, if you know some people that have money that wouldn't mind making those type of returns that I just showed you guys they've been making for their institutional partners for years, here's where you can bring them to the table, and this is how you'll be compensated. So it's instant payouts. I kind of mentioned it. Up to 46% is paid out in the referral portion. I mentioned that. So I'll go through all of these. Upfront income, all of this in here, 3x10 force matrix. I'll go over all of it. Residual income from trading profits. That's the back end. Once you make profits, you'll be paid again as people are withdrawing those profits. I'll go over that. And then the stock equity, which I kind of touched on. So real quick, here are the contribution tiers and kind of how it works. So remember I said you can come in at $100. You can buy tier 2, which is $200. You can buy tier 3, which is $400. That, you know what I mean? So as they go up, it opens up a tier. So here's the first tier. You can get involved with $100. It opens up this, what they call a matrix. And in this matrix, it's a 3x10 force matrix. So this is now open to you. So 10 levels of this matrix, okay? Force matrix, 3, 9, 27, it goes up by, you know, times 3 every time. So as you see, this goes down, it's a large amount of people down here, but you get access to all of this. I'll show you how you qualify for that. But the thing is, if you don't buy the $200 tier, you only have the $100 tier open. If you buy the $200 tier, here is locked. But if you purchase it, it will open it up just like the $100 tier. And you'll get access to anybody that comes in at $200. As they fall into your matrix, you'll be able to be compensated for it, and you'll see that in a minute. So, and you can always upgrade to earn more. So each entry level that you fund lets you earn when those same entry packs are funded within your matrix. So that's what that means. You open up 100, you'll be able to earn while people fall in. If you open up 200, you'll be able to earn off the 100 and the 200. If you open up 400, you'll be able to earn off all 3 of the tiers in the matrices within them. So here's how the matrix looks. So as you can see in white, the first 2 tiers, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to refer anybody. You don't have to qualify for anything. Just coming to the table with $100, you have access to the first 2 tiers in that $100 matrix. So I'll show you in another slide kind of how these numbers all play out. But basically what they're showing you is tiers 1 through 7. As people fund them, you'll get 4% when they fall, you know what I mean, when they fund. So here at $100, this is what it's showing here. When these 3 people buy their $100 tier package, 4% of that $100 is $12 from 3 people. So same thing here, 4% of the 9 people that funded $100 is $36. And as you can see, this now, when it gets to this gold, this yellow color, you have to do some things to qualify to open this up. And I'll show you that. But as you guys can see, there's a lot of money here, life-changing money. If you know some people and you want to refer them. So if you don't remember anything else, remember this for the next slide. You get a chance to unlock matrix levels 3 through 9 in green. Okay, first 2 is automatically qualified for. Here's where you got to do some work to open up. But if you do this within your first 30 days, you get the next level unlocked for life. So what that means, if you do this work, which is refer 3 people, and those 3 people total funded amount is $1,000. So that's about $300 per person, roughly. Okay, it opens up tier 3 for you. But if you do it within your first 30 days, it bumps you down to the next tier, which would open up 81 people here. That's how many people you would get access to in your matrix. So this goes on for every tier that you happen to open up. And I'll show you what it looks like here. I created this slide because, like I said, I know people that they've put in $100,000 into this project. Well, most people don't have that type of money to invest. So this slide is really for the average person. Everybody can do what I'm about to show you guys right now, you know, and basically, so anything you see in gold, if you add this up, 100, 200, 400, that's $700. So I'm going to show you guys anything you see in gold. This is if you funded $700 and then put in some of the work that I'm going to show you guys here. this is the type of profits that you'll be paid for helping Daisy fund this crowd model. So here's how it works. Remember I said first level, you don't have to qualify, you don't have to do anything. You get access to it right away. So 3 members, first $100 entry for the 3 people is $12, then $24, then $48. So you will get $84 for the 3 people doing the same thing, just buying the $700 level. They're going to pay you $84 in profits because you helped bring 3 people to the table. So here's the matrix level. Here's the matrix level at level 2. Okay, so 9 people fall into your matrix here. Then you got $36 for those 9 people that I talked about before. When those 9 people get the $200 pack, that's $72. If they get the $400 entry pack, that's $144. Off of those 9 people, you will also get this $252. So that's about $330, $340 right there. You funded $700. Remember, everything in yellow, you funded $700. These people, even if you didn't bring them in, they're going to fall in your matrix. 12 people, because they're forced in, 12 people fall into your matrix. They're going to pay you $340, just off of the first 2 levels. So you get about half of your money back. While it's still in the system, you get about half of it back in profits right away. Now, here's where you got to start putting a little bit of effort in and referring people. So at level 3, you open it up when you refer 3 people at 1K. I mentioned it. It gives you access to 27 people that now fall into your matrix. Now, this is what the money looks like here. All 27 of them, as they come in at $100 entry, that's going to be $81 for you. $200 entry, $162, $324, $576. So you get all of this money. So every level, you'll get that money off of each level. So remember I said the last slide, if you do this in your first 30 days, it bumps you down for free for life to the next tier. So if you do this, you're going to get access to tier 4, which is 81 people. This is what the money looks like here. 243, 486, 972. That's a total of $1,700. Remember, you funded $700. And because you did this in your first 30 days, 3 people at 1K, you get access now at this level to $1,700 while your money is still over there working like we talked about. This is what it took to get to this level, okay? Although you didn't have to do it, but 4 people, level 4 opens up with 6 referrals at 2K. So now if you do this work, remember, it's going to bump you down. So there's still about 6 people at 2K. That's about $300 per person still. So it'll open up 243 people. This is big right here. You do this, it's going to open this up in your first 30 days. Guys, everybody can do this. This is why I put this slide together. $729 just from the $100 entries, $1,458 from the $200 entries, and $2,916 from the $400 entries. At this level, that's an additional $5,100, okay? And this is what it takes, and you'll see it on the next slide that I'll show you. Although you only have to do this in your first 30 days to get access to it. This is really, what it takes to open up this level without the pay setter bonus, which is what they call it. So the entry totals, this is the totals from just you funded $700. So all I'm showing you right now, you funded $700, and everybody that came into your matrix, okay? If you do this and open that up, you're going to get $1,100. You only funded $700. You want to get $1,100 just from the $100 entries, $2,200 from the $200 entries, $4,400 from the $400 entries. Guys, this is the total $7,700. You funded $700 because you referred 6 people at 2K. That's a nice little start to 2021 for people. Now, here's the caveat to this. It takes time for this to fill up. Most people, you're going to fill up your first 9, 12 people. That's going to happen in, a week, let's say. But let's say it took, I don't know, for you to open this up, let's say it took you 3 months, while your money is over there working, that we talked about. And in 3 months, it took before all of this filled in. But in 3 months, you earned $7,700. That's a great 3 months of bonus. All you knew in this example, you knew 6 people that you referred. But forced in your matrix is everybody else is putting people in. You're getting paid off all these individuals. So I put this here because there's individuals that want to put more money you know what I mean, inside of the system to work for them. You know what I mean? So if that's you, you already at 700, you put another 800, that's the $1,500, like I showed you guys in the calculator. So here's the additional money, because every time you open up another entry pack, you open up another matrix. So here's the money at the $800 matrix, additional 96 for the 3 people. For the 9 people, it's 288. It's 648 for the 27, 1944, $5,800. Guys, that's an additional $8,800 if you decide to come in at 1,500 and open up this tier of the matrix as well. Now, this is all the numbers I just showed you, right? Now remember, we never did this in the last slide. You did this and it bumps you down to get qualified for this. But if you do this, you refer 9 people at 4K, so that's a little less than $500 per person, okay? 9 people at 4K, it's gonna open this up if you do it in your first 30 days. Look at the money at this level, guys. Remember, everything in gold is you funded $700. So you don't have to go get out a loan or, you know, a second mortgage on a house. This is you put $700, you know, like people pay more for that, for the PS5s, you know, heading into Christmas. You put $700 into the system and you put a little bit of work and, you know, refer 9 people at 4K, it opens up this. Look at the money at just the $700 level, guys. If you do this, a little bit more work, you refer 12 people at 8K, it opens up this level. In your first 30 days, if you do this, look at the money at this level. Remember, you only funded $700 in all these examples. This was my goal, and I achieved my goal. You do this in your first 30 days, okay? It's gonna open up this level. So you get access to 6,500 people here, guys. Look, add this up, 19,000, 39,000, $78. God, that's over $100,000 on this level alone. You funded $700. So I'm not even gonna show you, but this is what it normally takes to open this up. But if you do it in the first 30 days, you get access to it without having to do this. But here's the entry totals. Just because you knew 15 people and they funded 16K, you got access to all these members. You don't have to know them all. You only have to know 15. That's 29,000 just for the $100 entries. Another 59,000 for the $200 entries. Another 118,000 for the $400 entries. Guys, this is over 200K. Now, how long? The only question here is, I know everybody on this call, you have $700. So that's the easy part. How much it take you to fund it? Do you want to put this work in? Do you want to refer it? If you do, if you refer to 15 people in your first 30 days, guys, you get access. This is 200K and you funded 700. Now, the only question is, do you want to put this work in? And how long is it going to take these people to fall into your matrix? Because remember, you only know 15 of them. So as we're building this matrix out, if it take, 6 months, that's what I'm guesstimating. If it takes 6 months, is that worth it? 200 grand, you invested, you funded $700, put in a little bit of sweat equity by, telling some people, guys, it's life-changing money here. Here's what it looks like if you come in at 1,500, the additional 800. Look at the money here. This is the next entry level. You'll open up this whole matrix. It's $3,100 total. 15 plus 16 is $3,100. Look at the money at this level. This is all additional money. You've already been paid all of this. This is additional money that's coming in. That's the total. This is the level. I put these two here because this is the level I came in at. So you come in at 6,300. Look at the money at this level when you open this matrix up. And as you can see, guys, when you see these totals, that's just for this. You have to add these totals together. Guys, it's a lot of money on it. It's life-changing money on the table. And again, it's not for everybody. I know a lot of people. That's why I really wanted to hammer home the first portion of it. But if you know some people and you're willing to tell people, hey, you guys can bring some money over here and they can get a great rate of return, guys, this is the type of money that you can make. So some additional stuff. Everybody that you personally bring to the table. So if you personally referred me and I funded that 6,300, well, you're going to get 5% of what I funded. So they're going to give you a check match of 5% of anything that anyone funds that you personally sponsor. Okay, there's no requirements for that. Now this here, 10% is even bigger. You get a 10% basically check match of anything your personal referred person refers in the matrix. Okay, so here's how it works. Let's say I told you this is where I came in at. Let's say I get this check cut for $23,000. You personally referred me. You'll get a check cut of 10%, $2,300. Now, that's if, now here's the one thing that you have to do to be able to get this check. You must open up the same level that I'm being paid that check on. So as you can see in this example I'm showing, that's level 5, which means you would have to do this work, refer 6 people at 2K in your first 30 days, you're gonna open up level 5, remember. Now, when I get that check, you have level 5 open, they're gonna pay you that $2,300. Let's say you didn't have it open. Let's say you only did this and you only open up level 4. Well, when I get that check of $7,700, they're gonna cut you a check for $770. Every single person that you bring to the table, when they earn a check within this matrix, you're gonna get paid 10% as long as you have whatever level that they're getting paid on. You'll get that check match. And all these bonuses pay out instantly. When I say instant, guys, as soon as a pack is purchased, you guys will see when you come in, it'll start to turn. That means it's calculating your purchase is paid out to the whole crowd fund instantly. So now here's something that's back in money, and it's talking about uni-level trading bonus. So at this level, you have a residual income pays out when any member withdraws their trading reward. So I talked about it. If you're letting your $6,300 compound for the 6 months, whatever it is, and I decide to pull out $3,000, whatever, of my trading rewards, well, when I pull it out, if you referred me, they're going to give you an override check of 3.5%. Okay, so here's what's huge about this. Anybody that you refer could be 10 people. When they pull out profits yearly, a year from now, 2 years from now, they're going to pay you 3.5% of the money that they're pulling out. Now, if you got 10 people, and all 10 of those people refer someone, that would be the second level. Because if I refer someone, I'm on your first level, they will be on your second level. You're going to get 1% from all of those individuals that when as they're pulling out trading profits. And this happens all the way down to level 10. Now, here's the thing with this. You have to open up and be qualified at that level to be able to get that, that override. So if you want, let's say you got 300 people at level 4, you must be at level 4 to be paid the override of 1%. But guys, this is a ton of money. This is worldwide. This is it. I mean, China, like Japan, it was in 12 languages the last call that we had. So people are worldwide. You don't know where these people are going to be that's going to end up falling in your uni level. And this is a lot of money long term to be able to get access to. So they have something else that's coming out called the VIP a customer. And this is going to give you access to unlimited funding. Right now you can fund up to 100,000, but it's a lot of people that got way more money than $100,000 if it's going to be getting the type of returns that I showed you guys. So they're going to be opening something up for those individuals. You have to have first 10 levels purchased, then 100% of the funds go into trading, and it's a minimum of 20,000 that you have to put in. So I mean, it's and this is going to have its own trading bonus attached to it. So it's a lot of money. Now I'm done. In closing, how do you get started with Daisy? Well, first you got to download an approved Tron wallet. And let me tell you guys this. Oh, it is one other thing I want to say too. We realized when we launched, we had some problems. So Clever and Tron wallet, they don't work well. So you don't want to use either one of those. This is what you want to use, Tron Link. So get with the person that brought you to the call. They'll walk you through. We got videos, different stuff to help you. I don't want you guys to feel like there's some new territory for all of us. If you haven't really participated in cryptocurrency, we got stuff, videos and different things to help walk you through. So put you at ease. It's not difficult, if you just follow, some of the steps that we laid out to get involved and kind of start knowing your way around crypto a little bit. But download Tron Link, basically, prepare Tron equivalent of a minimum of $100. So you got to decide, what am I going to fund? Am I going to fund 100, 300, 700, whatever it is that you're going to fund? You must purchase that amount of Tron, and there will be fees to kind of let you guys know. So let's say you want to buy, $300 worth of Tron. Well, you can't just say 300 and purchase, because they'll charge you, let's say, $20 in fees. So your 300 will now be 220. Well, your 300 will now be 280. So you need to cover the fees so you have the exact amount to fund your account. Just, to kind of let you guys know. Get a sign up link from your referrer. Whoever referred you, the only way to get involved, they must give you a link so you can get access to the system to be able to start funding your account. Purchase a minimum entry level of 1 and secure your spot in the matrix. So you guys will see, you just add, each tier that you want to go one by one as you go up. So in closing, I'm going to open it up where everyone can unmute, and you guys can, okay, so everyone can unmute yourselves now. So anyone has any questions?